Maturity is super important in a leader just because leaders often are taking people, organizations, and teams into new and uncharted territory. And there is going to be inevitable setbacks, challenges. And the people who need to come along with a leader will need to see some maturity if they're going to have confidence in the direction they're going and in the ability that they're going to have to succeed. When you think about our current president-elect, there's someone who appears to be lacking in maturity because he's up in the middle of the night tweeting at people, lashing out in anger at people who disagree with him or who don't share his values. And he's going to have trouble getting followership from people who did not vote for him, but that he'll need in the Senate and in the population if he's going to have success as the President of the United States. At MIT, we talk about maturity as part of a leadership model. The first part of the leadership model has 4 capabilities, things you can see people doing. These are sense-making, getting aware of context, the environment in which you're operating, make sure you understand the system that you're seeing and operating in. The second is visioning, being able to work with others to create a direction that's tangible and compelling. The third is relating, being able to have productive dialogues with other people who are going to help you make the change or go into uncharted territory. And then the fourth is inventing, being able to execute, create the processes, move people out, make the change that you imagine concrete. So lots of smart people can do those 4 capabilities, but those are necessary, but they're not sufficient. You also need, at the core, some emotional maturity. These also have 4 parts to them. And without this emotional maturity, you won't get the followership and the amount of change that you'd like to get. These 4 elements are resilience, the ability to pick yourself back up after a challenge or a roadblock or a setback and not be too set into depression because of that. The second is being able to regulate your emotions, to stay in neutral when others are overreacting or angry or disagreeing with you. The third is an adaptive mindset, the ability to change your mind when other people are persuasive, to think of new solutions and not get locked on your solution or in a rut about the way forward. And the fourth element is confidence and courage, the willingness to put yourself out there, to take a risk, to be vulnerable in front of other people. Those 4 elements of emotional maturity are essential, and they expand your ability to make the 4 capabilities that I mentioned earlier have even more impact and to draw others in and to give them confidence as you move into uncharted territory. I sometimes get asked how much improvement is possible for a leader, and what we've learned is that even a 3 to 5% improvement in how much people do or the way they do the 4 capabilities or exhibit emotional maturity leads to big changes in outcomes, big improvements in what they are able to get done.